Want to learn how to set up profitable Google AdWords account? Watch this tutorial. We will not only learn how to set up profitable campaigns, but we'll also provide you with tips and tricks as to how to increase your ROI and ROAS. Setting up Google campaigns involves three parts to it. One is setting up the campaigns from your account. Second would be setting up ad groups within those campaigns. And third would be to set up individual ads within the ad groups. Okay, let's jump right in. I have my Google account, Google AdWords account, in which I have these tabs out here on the left, and I need to click on the Accounts tab to create an account. I have two options out here. One is create an account and another is linking an account. Linking an account is for those who would want to outsource or have an external agent manage their Google AdWords account. Over here, I'm going to set up my own business account, so I would choose create an account. Now we need to give in the account details. So first, the company name or the project name that you would want to opt to. And second would be the ad types. So there are two types of ads that you can run with Google AdWords. Our Smart Campaign account lets the business owner to map or link his Google My Business account to the Google AdWords account. What's the profit in linking My Business account to Google AdWords? Well, it's a lot. One would be that it's automated. So you don't have to have the pain of manually checking your campaigns or seeing how well it's performing or see if your cost is optimized. Google dynamically manages that for you. The account also gives an option to kind of choose your products and upload them as image creatives. So even if your business does not have a website, Google would go ahead and create a website with a landing page that is best optimized for conversions. The target audience cookies are kind of used heavily. So if a person has visited your web page or a product that is similar to yours, so Google would ensure that the ad creative is shown to that particular target user for a higher or a better conversion rate. In this tutorial, I'm going to select the Google Ads account. It's more of a traditional ad type, but it's also powerful. It's not an automated tool like our Smart Campaign, but it lets your digital marketing team or yourself to monitor the ads, uh, select your target keywords and optimize your budgets. It's more manual, but it's powerful because there is human intervention to monitoring the entire campaign. Okay, now I'm going to select the country that I would want my administrative account to be set up with. And next would be the time zone. Time zones, there are over 200 time zones to be selected from while setting up the administrative account. Selecting a time zone will not affect the rendering of your ads. It would mean that if I'm from India and I would want to run a specific campaign in US, it would not be that, my ads are showing up in Indian time for US customers. It just affects your administration of the account. What do I mean by administration? In terms of reports, statistics, it would be shown, the results of these reports would be shown in the time zone that I choose to run my administrative account from. Then I'd go to choose the currency from which I would want to pay Google. Currency once set for the account cannot be changed, so it's important that you choose the best currency that represents your bank credits. Finally, I have the Invite Users tab. It's very important if you are running a digital agency to use this Invite Users tab or have your clients use this Invite User tabs. These tabs help your client, giving you as an agency the access to their Google Ads Manager account. What is Google Ads Manager account? It was previously called as MCC, that is Manager My Client Center account. It helps a digital agency to manage multiple clients. So on the billing section, you don't have to have the required ad budget to run campaigns or manage ad groups. You would be an external user who is managing your client's administrative account. So it works very well for agencies who would want to work with different clients, multiple clients. So manager accounts is the best choice. You can also use this invite users tab to have your employees participate as users for your Google Ads Manager account. For this tutorial, I'm going to go on to select the standard access for I'm going to run my own ads to showcase the campaign management and ad groups. So after I set up all the account details, Google takes me to the billing information wherein I need to pay through credit card or net banking, or there are three different choices that Google gives for payments. So I would be taken on to the payments page, and after I have my uh, prepaid billing set up, I would be taken to the campaigns page. Okay, we're so all set in setting up the account. Now, let's go on to proceed with creation of a campaign. So, like you see on the left bar, I have a lot of options for reviewing the various aspects of the account. And right in here, you see campaigns. So I click on the campaigns and I click the little blue icon with a plus sign on it to create a new campaign. After I select the create new campaign account, Google gives me a choice to choose the account from which the campaign has to be rendering. So I pick up the account that was just created and click save. So after I configure the account settings to the respective campaign, I need to choose my campaign type. So here I have a choice of a different goals that I need to set up for having my campaigns. It's important that you pay close attention to the campaign goals because it's important that you have these goals set up while you're running campaigns. It could be generating more sales or just leads. By leads, it would be newsletter signups or getting your online form filled up, or simply if it's a news website, having a website traffic, an increased website traffic. Other goals could be brand awareness, more or less more political campaigns run on greater reach and brand awareness, and not typical conversions per se, because the real conversions is going and voting on that particular day. So brand awareness campaigns have a greater reach, and it could also be an app promotion. But given all this, you can also choose to create a campaign without a goal. Uh, I would prefer, being a digital agency, I would prefer to create campaigns without goals because it helps me to manually go ahead and check, optimize, and kind of research on how well my campaign is running and how well I can tweak my goals in order to give my clients a better conversion rates. So after I've set up my goals, I'm taken to selecting a campaign type. Campaign type could be the kind of ads that you would want to run on Google. A simple campaign type would be a text ad or call out ads, which are termed as search ads on Google. And the second would be display ads, wherein image creatives are shown across the web. And the third type would be video ads. It could be YouTube video ads, or it could also be your own business video promotional ads that could run on various display network and search partners' websites uh, and various mobile sites. And there are ads which run for smart ad campaigns as well. So it's more of a dynamic automated ads that run on Google. The one that we saw for setting up an account type, the smart campaign account type, Google gives you a choice out here as well, wherein you can choose smart ad campaigns. to showcase the most relevant product that the user might try to click or might try to buy. So I go ahead to create a simple search campaign which calls for a text ad type. But that's just for the sake of this tutorial to showcase how we can set up new campaigns. But in the real even scenarios wherein you have your own business and you need to reach out for customers, it's not just enough that you select only textual ads. It should be a combination of image creatives, a combination of video campaigns. It's also textual ads. So most of them just focus on using just plain text ads, which takes them to a landing page which is optimized for conversions. But it's important that you have a combination of ad types to showcase to the user. Uh, it is important that almost all these ad types are user engaging. It focuses on the benefits, it focuses on the features, and it uses a combination of search, image, and video ads. Now, how do you run these combinations? By choosing three different campaigns within the account. So, one campaign for search ads, it could be another campaign for image creatives, and another campaign for video campaigns. Make sure your budget is allocated for each of these campaigns. So if you are looking for sales and higher conversions, a premium budget for search ads or textual content ads would be preferable. But do not let go of image creatives or video campaigns, because that's going to be the cost that you're going to invest for your future sales. So even if it's going to cost you a little bit of investment, try to diversify your budget within each of these campaign nodes. That's what I do for my team and with my clients, so that they make the most of the campaigns. It just not only builds their brand in terms of a company, but it also brings them conversions. Now back again, I choose the search as my campaign type, and Google is again persistent in asking me what are my objectives are. Would it be for website visits, or would it be for phone calls, or would it be for Android app downloads? So Google is persistent in probing me as to what would be my final objective, so that it can programmatically showcase those ads to the target users. So I have an option to choose either of these, but being a digital agency, I prefer to go ahead and not choose anything and click on continue. But if you are a business owner, it would be preferred if you would select your target goal. If you would want to have sales from your websites, click on website traffic. But if you're looking at off-store conversions, uh, feel free to click on the phone calls. And for those who want Android app downloads, feel free to choose Android app downloads. But if you are a digital agency, we recommend that you skip either of these three goals and click on continue. All right, so now I'm all set with my campaign settings. Now it would be critical for me to stop right here and focus on a little bit more on setting up ad groups, creating ads, and finally confirming to uh, render these ads on the web. Why it's critical that I have a separate session for setting up ad groups. The success of your ad campaigns lies in copywriting, the kind of audience that you would want to show these ads to, the cost, the kind of setup that you have to run these ads based on normal standard modes or accelerated modes, how you would want to show the ads in terms of plugging in your extensions, be it showcasing your website's sitemaps or call extensions. So it is important that I spend a lot of time in explaining each of the details, so that you would know at a granular level as to how to set up successful campaigns that would increase your ROAI and bring out your higher profitability in terms of a higher ROAS. So hang on in there and watch for the next tutorial of how to set up ad groups.